A very good morning to all the students. This is Veena teacher. We are there in the chapter Structure of Chromosomes, Cell Cycle and Cell Division. Let us quickly recapitulate what we saw in previous module. In the previous module, we saw what is a chromosome, chromatin material, nucleosome, histone, nucleotide and centromere. In today's class, we are going to start with the definition of genes. Genes are specific sequences of nucleotides on a chromosome that encodes particular protein which express in the form of some particular feature of the body. Now here you can see a diagram in which you have the cytoplasm, and here this is a nucleus, and inside the nucleus you have the DNA present. So here inside the DNA, this DNA is made up of nucleotides, and the segments of nucleotides, it makes up a gene. So here this gene is responsible for making the gene product, and the gene product is the protein. And this protein is responsible for giving some particular feature of the body. For example, when we talk about the skin color of the humans, all of you know that the skin color of the humans is because of the melanin pigment that is present in the skin. The melanin pigment is the product of the gene, because of which each person has got his or her own skin tone or skin color. So here the genes are responsible for giving a particular feature of the body. How? They give it by forming the particular gene product that is known as a protein. Now let us see what is the need for having new cells inside our body. The first reason is growth. Most organisms, including plants and animals, begin their life as a single cell. This cell divides repeatedly in the form of cluster of cells which start shaping for different functions to form tissues and organs. Thus, cell division is essential for growth. Second is the replacement. There is always a wear and tear of the cells during the normal body functions. For example, 2 million red blood cells in our body are destroyed every second. These cells are replaced by new cells formed through the cell division of their parent cells in the bone marrow. In the plants, old and dried leaves fall off and the new ones grow out. So, for replacement of the dead cells, the new cells should be formed continuously. The third reason is repair. A part of the normal wear and tear of the tissues in the body, they may be accidental injuries. One may have cuts in the skin or fractures in the bone. Repair of such injuries is again through the cells which divide, cover up the gaps and join the broken ends. And the fourth very important purpose of the new cells is reproduction. Reproduction takes place through the activity of dividing cells. When you see an amoeba reproduces by the binary fission, that is, the parental cell, it divides and forms the two cells. Whereas when you see in the human beings reproduce by sexual reproduction, in which you have the haploid cells being formed. A female forms from the ovary egg and the male forms sperm. So here in the human beings there are two kinds of cells, diploid cells and haploid cells. Now where are these diploid cells are present? These diploid cells are present as body cells or somatic cells. So in each and every body cell of the human being we have the diploid cells wherein the chromosomal number is 23 pairs, that is 46 number of chromosomes are present. Okay, so in this you have the autosomes, that is 22 pairs, and the sex chromosome, that is the 23rd pair. So in each and every body cell we are having 46 numbers of chromosome or 23 pairs of chromosome. Whereas human beings produce haploid cells during the reproduction, that is the female egg contains haploid set of chromosomes, that is 2n is equal to 23. Whereas in the case of the sperms, the n is equal to 23. That is, the sperm also contains the haploid set of chromosomes. These sperm and egg are called gametes. And when the union between two gametes takes place, then the zygote is formed, and this is how the reproduction in the human beings take place. Now let us discuss about cell cycle. What is a cell cycle? Cell cycle is a series of events that take place in a cell leading to the duplication of its DNA and the subsequent division of the cells to produce two daughter cells. There are two important phases in the cell cycle: interphase and mitosis phase. So here once again just look into the cell cycle. So this is a cell cycle, and in the cell cycle you have the interphase, and interphase is once again divided into G1 phase, S phase, G2 phase. So there are three phases in the interphase. G1, G stands for growth. So first growth phase, synthesis phase, and second growth phase, it is followed by the mitosis division. So these three phases put together, this is known as interphase, and the fourth phase is called mitosis phase. Now let us see what happens during the G1 phase. That is this phase that I am going to talk about now. RNA and protein synthesis and the volume of the cytoplasm increases. So the cell, what it is doing in these three phases is basically it is preparing the cell to divide and form two cells by mitotic division. So what all machinery, what all enzymes and what all things that are required for the division of the cells, everything is produced in 1, 2, 3 phases, and this phase we call it as interphase. So the RNA synthesis and protein synthesis, the mitochondria divide, all these kinds of divisions are taking place in the G1 phase. In the S phase, the DNA synthesis takes place, the chromosome duplication, but still the cell, it is a single cell structure only. So the S phase, what is happening is the chromosomes are duplicated. Now the third phase is G2 phase or second growth phase. Now in the second growth phase, there is more RNA and protein synthesis that is formed. Now once here the DNA duplication has already taken place, and now what all enzymes that are required for the mitotic division all are formed in this phase. Now since the cell is having already duplicated chromosome, that is double the amount of DNA is present, now the cell does not have any other way rather than going for the mitotic division and one cell dividing into two cells. Now this is how the DNA replication takes place in synthesis phase. Just now we saw that in the S phase DNA duplication takes place. Duplication or replication mean one and the same, means one DNA is forming two DNA structures. Now how this is taking place? For example, this is a DNA strand. Now if you remember in the previous module I told you that A, T, G, C are the nitrogenous bases. And in the case of nitrogenous bases also, there is a kind of a bonding between adenine and thymine, guanine and cytosine. So here you can see in this picture that wherever adenine is there, in the opposite place the thymine is there. Wherever guanine is there, in the opposite place there is cytosine present. So when these two strands of DNA are present, when the DNA is replicating, the two strands separate, and for each of the strand the new strand is formed. Now one thing you can observe is when you see the new strand nitrogenous base structure, this and this are exactly the same. You can see here TCTGA, TCTGA. So whatever this particular gene is there, exactly the same kinds of genes are formed here as well as here. And you can see that one strand is old strand, one strand is new strand. And here also one strand is new strand, one strand is old strand. So this kind of replication is called semi-conservation replication of the DNA. So this is how DNA synthesis takes place. Now can the cell division go on endlessly? We saw that here, I told you that in the mitotic division or for the various purposes the cell should divide. So are the cells inside our body dividing continuously? Certainly not. Now here you can see that there are how the cell division is taking place for few cells that are present inside our body. Brain cells and nerve cells, they are formed only once in the lifespan, and once they are damaged, it is impossible to replace them. The liver cells, they divide once in 2 years. Skin cells, the skin cells keep on shedding continuously. So whichever place you sit, there also you keep on shedding the skin cells. On the bed sheet, on the towels that you use, there also your skin cells are present. So skin cells are continuously lost and they are continuously replaced. Germinal cells, that is the gametes, ovaries and testes in the case of females and males respectively, here the mitotic division is taking place. About this we will study further when we are studying the chapter reproductive system in human beings. Now next, uncontrolled division of the cell. What happens when the cells divide without any control? Uncontrolled cell division. It leads to tumors and cancers. Let us quickly recapitulate what we have seen in today's class. Today's class we saw the definition of gene, why the new cell should be formed in the body. We have seen the definition of cell cycle, and we have seen various stages of interphase also. The way the new DNA is formed, that is semi-conservative mode of replication, and we saw cell cycle in various cells. Thank you all children. Stay home, stay safe. God bless you all.